Oh shit, somebody on. Hey, what's going on, Planet Pat? Oh man, hanging in there, bro. Hanging in there. Hope you doing well out there, man. Hope everybody's good. Dealing with these demons. These demon-spirited people. Yeah, likewise. How's everything with the... Oh, they're cool right now. Yeah, they don't really trip out until they start shooting frequencies and shit. Oh yeah, they that's their thing, man. Hey, what's going on, Andrea? Hanging in there. Hanging in there. Hope you're doing good. Good. Yeah, definitely. Considering what we're going through, I guess I can't complain. I can, but it's a lot worse going on. When you think about Ukraine and all the shit that's going on out there, all the families that have been destroyed and kids have been killed and just all that unnecessary bullshit. Hey, what's going on, Harry? Hope everybody's doing good. Yeah, it's a lot of crazy shit going on. It almost seems like, that shit, they gonna bring that shit to. I don't want to wish no bad, but it just seems like the way America is doing this shit, it's almost like they're gonna try and bring that shit to America, because Putin ain't no, you know, Putin, like, and I'm not bigging him up or no shit like that, but he's a very strategic dude, and easy, you know, he wasn't no, like, he didn't start from being no politician and shit. Like, that dude was in like guerrilla KGB and all that crazy shit, so he doesn't think the same as, like, he's on a more ruthless type of fucking he's on a different time. Like, he's going up against fucking, you know, he's going up against the big powers now. What is it? The UN or whatever that shit is. Like, you know. They say past this year to make this shit illegal again. Is that right? With the targeting? Let's see how far that shit goes. That would be a beautiful thing, though. Just think, man. When you think about it, like, we're a long way from home right now. Like, we still gotta wait for them to cut the switch off the targeting. And even if, you know, if they do cut the switch off, we got a long ass healing process. Like, we got a healing process out of this world. It's like we gotta learn how to be fucking, well, I don't even want to go back into that type of fucking sleepy type of fucking way of thinking. Who want to do Bible today? Bible. Who want to do? I'm not sure. The U.S. military is hypocritical. They commit war crimes against U.S., pretend it's not happening, and criticize Russia. Russia is in the wrong. You know, Russia, when you think about it, well, I'm just gonna say from what I gather of it, you know, America is one of Russia's enemies. It might be on some quiet shit. People might not, you know, realize it or whatever. The fact of the matter is, you know, America and Russia's been going at it for years. You know, with little bullshit like sending spies to each other's countries and all this fucking weird shit. Like, they've been doing that shit for years. And, you know, they have their little bullshit on the news, and, you know, the election. They've just been going back and forth with a lot of bullshit. So for America, you know, you know, anybody's gonna do that. Like, America America isn't gonna let somebody fucking just say, okay, we're gonna put warheads. Look at what America did to Korea when they thought the little Korean dude was gonna fucking was testing his fucking nuclear weapons and shit. Look what they did to Saddam Hussein when they went into his fucking country and fucking, you know, tried to tell him he couldn't have weapons of mass destruction. So you mean to tell me that you can protect we can protect our country by not letting those people fucking have weapons of mass destruction, but you want to put damn near weapons of mass destruction in the backyard of your fucking enemy and shit. Like, do you think he's not gonna say something about that? Any president in their right mind is gonna go to war behind that shit. Like, so you can't say Putin is wrong. Like, you can't say Putin, like, he's just defending his country and shit. Because he's having problems with, Ukraine and fucking, Ukraine and Russia are having problems and shit. That's their fucking business and shit. Like, we got fucking domestic terrorism right here in the heart. And you want to fucking reach out and tamper with everybody else's problems. But the only reason that America is fucking tampering in, or, even has a say in this, is because they instigated this shit. Just like they instigate every fucking thing else. Everywhere America goes, they fucking instigate shit. And they leave that... It's not funny, man, but wherever America goes, once they were once peaceful places, and now fucking you got the countries are fucking divided and shit. Like, you have one side of the country warring with the other side, and America is like one of the biggest fucking instigators there is in the fucking book. It's crazy too, cause like, I'm not a Muslim or nothing. I'm not a Muslim and shit, but I watch a lot of, I pay attention to a lot of shit, and like, I remember there was a point when, all the fucking Muslims, like, they had their disagreements and shit. But before America went to their country and did, the war and all that bullshit, started rebuilding back and all that shit. Before America did that, there was Sunni Shiites and all that. And they had their disagreements and shit, but you never heard about, people blowing up people's mosques and shit. Sunnis blowing up Shiites' mosques, and, vice versa. And that's all from Americans sending their fucking agents in there, sending their fucking, pretenders, pretending like they're shit. They pretend like they're the opposite, and then they go, man, just like they did with the little Black Lives Matter protest. They started blowing up the police started blowing up all types of shit, lighting shit on fire and blaming it on the protesters and shit. Complete bullshit. Anybody who fucking anybody who flies that American flag, I guarantee you anybody who's fucking proud, anybody who's proud to be a fucking American, I guarantee you, well, anybody who's fucking like American, rock solid, I'm fucking American, I'm gonna fly this fucking flag on my Bronco truck, and it's gonna be a big flag, like the real fucking flag, like that type of fucking mindset. Anybody, I guarantee you, if you fucking mention all the bad things that America has done to its citizens and the American government has done to its citizens, whether it's fucking, common sense or, documented history, they'll deny it. They'll deny it, or they'll make up excuses, all types of shit. Like, it's just crazy, man. The picture that America paints of everybody else when they protect, even us as targets. The picture that America paints of everybody else, but they make themselves look like the gentlemen, like the fucking people who come save the day. These are the fucking people who you're supposed to depend on. Then they throw on these little bullshit commercials of fucking cops and firemen. You hear the fucking the car alarm. Then they throw on these fucking bullshit ass commercials, and you'll see these fucking episodes on the news of fucking the police fucking climbing a tree to save a cat, or some fucking TikTok videos where the police are acting all fucking sedity and shit, dancing and shit like normal fucking people and shit, just to take away the fucking, they try and take that fucking, they pump your head up with propaganda and shit, knowing good and damn well they might be goofy like that, but that's not their fucking permanent fucking, that's a fucking act. They might do that shit around their family or around each other to goof off, but when they're out here in these fucking streets and shit, fucking planting evidence on people, fucking beating their heads in, shooting them all in the fucking face, and then they think they can fucking make a TikTok video of them dancing and fucking doing all this fucking humane ass shit, like, that's gonna fucking take everybody's mind off of what the fuck they've been doing. Fucking crazy, man. These people are sick, and the people who fucking fall for that shit are even fucking sicker, man. We're at a war. We're at a war right now with a bunch of dummies on top of the war that we're on with a bunch of, ruthless dummies. We're in a war with a bunch of ruthless dummies. And then the ones that aren't so ruthless are fucking, we're even at a war with them, trying to get them to fucking believe us. They're just fucking zombie dummies. We got ruthless dummies we're dealing with and fucking zombie dummies. Uphill battle, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely an uphill battle. Man, them motherfuckers are so fucking funny. A couple fucking oh shit. Shit. A couple TikTok, that's legitimate. A couple TikTok videos to make a motherfucker forget about everything. He just shot my cousin in the face last week. Oh, he's a dancer now, though. He's cool. He's fucking awesome. He's fucking awesome. He's a cop that knows how to dance. That cop can dance. He knows how to sing. Then they start becoming fans and shit. Like, the fucking police start becoming fucking, fucking, Justin Bieber's and fucking Jessica Simpsons and shit. And now everybody's fucking subscribing to fucking police TikToks fucking dancing and now you try and convince these fucking people that the police are doing wrong to you. You're gonna have a you're gonna have a hell of a time. How in the fuck how in the fuck can somebody who can dance like that kill somebody? No, I don't believe you. He can dance too good. He wouldn't set you up. She knows how to sing. She looks so innocent while she's singing. She wouldn't fucking yeah, okay. You get your head bashed in a couple times, you'll figure it out. Let's see. They be mocking us on this. Yeah, they mock us everywhere, bro. Even on YouTube, like if you type in targeted individual, you know the first video that pops up is this weirdo with some fucking I think it's either gang stalking or targeted individual. I think it might be gang stalking though. You type that shit in, like if somebody wants to find out what it's about, and they just type in gang stalking. The first video on my feed, the first video that comes up is this fucking goofball with glasses that says he's some type of doctor. And then, he fucking gets on here and fucking says, oh, it's a fucking, some fucking shit in your head. Pay attention to that shit. Pay attention to none of these goofies, man. This white supremacy is something else. They got enough sellouts to continue with this new world order. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. They don't. Lately, I haven't been recording it all the time though, cause sometimes it just be fucking like I be in the store and shit, and I don't bring my phone with me in the store. But like sometimes I'll fucking go in the store and they be targeting me. Well, all the time when I go in the store, they target me and shit. And fucking it'd be black people, it'd be Mexicans, it'd be all types of people targeting me and shit. And I always call them American white man. Since it's a white supremacy program and shit, I call them American white man, and they don't like that shit. They don't like that shit, but it's like too bad, man. I don't like being fucking chased down and fucking harassed 24 hours a day and shit. So I gotta find fucking tactics that you fucking don't like that won't get me in trouble. Oh man, yeah, man. What are the freaks and geeks doing to you today, tonight? They are still horrible. Yeah. They're just fucking goofballs. It's not Putin doing it. Nah, I mean, the war, it's unfortunate that, they have to go through war like that, and there's a lot of lives being lost in that war. And it's a war that fucking America instigated and shit. Like, you fucking, America is probably like the fucking youngest country. America is, if not the youngest country, one of the youngest fucking countries. So how in the fuck, you know, do you fucking, like, you literally fucking it's like the fucking, it's like the literally, it's like fucking the younger, America is like the younger generation right now. How the younger generation is fucking just shooting everybody and fucking, they don't just give a fuck. They just killing each other like fucking, like, it's crazy. They're killing each other like it's going out of style. That's what fucking America is. Like, that is one of the youngest fucking countries on the planet. Yet they fucking go around trying to dictate and instigate in everybody else's country and shit. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, don't get me wrong, like, America did, like, it became a superpower. Like, well, it was a superpower at one point. Now it's just a bunch of fucking, you know, now it's just a bunch of fucking bullying and shit to try and stay in position, you know. But eventually, like, all bluffs and shit, like, people are gonna eventually call you out on your bluff and shit. Especially when you do shit like fucking start shit with other countries, and the countries that flare back up at you, you kind of fucking back down and shit. Especially like this last episode with fucking, the Taliban, as they say. Where they fucking got away with all that fucking, I don't know, $300-400 million, $100 million. I don't know how many $1 million worth of fucking, military fucking weaponry and tanks and all that shit. But, you get it, they got away with all that shit. After, after you get on the fucking, after you get on the fucking TV and you make your fucking threats, and tell these people what you're gonna do, and you do it like with so much cockiness, and then when they say, "Come on, let's do it" and shit, like, you start backing down and fucking like, right at that moment, if there was no other moment to fucking beg and fucking ask for Trump back to presidency, that was the very moment right there. When you fucking just told these people that you're not gonna stand for their shit, and you're gonna fucking go in there and do whatever you say you're gonna do. All they had to do was be prepared and tell you, "Come on, let's do it," and you fucking back down the way you did. That's not a fucking president to be proud of. Especially when your president goes around starting and talking and instigating shit. Well, not just him, but all the presidents in the fucking country of America, or that have ever been in this fucking country, go around starting shit, and then fucking, no, I'm definitely not proud to be an American. Yeah, I'm American by default. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Why? What do you know? You know, it's a lot of people. Period. I mean, people. It's a lot of fucking unnecessary deaths going on right now. Sad. Very, very fucking sad, man. That's, whenever I think about these goofballs, whenever I get one of these, excuse me, excuse me, whenever, whenever I get one of these goofballs to bend over in front of me or do some fucking weird shit, and I want to do something to one of these motherfuckers, or, it just starts to get to me and shit. I just think, man, I could be in Ukraine right now. I could be fucking getting blew up by bombs and shit. Of course, they're fucking doing their little EMF frequency bullshit, but, for the most part, it's minor pain. Very, very, almost like not even feeling it until they fucking turn up the shit, which is, better than getting limbs and shit blew off. Seeing family members with their fucking skulls and shit pasted on walls. I wouldn't want to go through that. Fucking being under buildings and shit that them, tumbled down all on you and shit under all types of boulder and rock. People digging you up from under that type of fucking rubble shit. Having to dig your babies from under that shit. Being like fucking 5 or 6 miles away from your family members and not knowing if they fucking died, or not knowing if they're okay because you don't have no telecommunications, no way to find out if family members are alright and shit. Just the torment of that shit alone going through your head is fucking, that would be unbearable. Worse than this shit. Well, at least the part I'm going through. I can't speak for anybody else's, but there are a lot. Excuse me, that's legitimate. It's a lot of shit we could be going through. That doesn't make this shit right. It doesn't lessen any of the fucking shit that they do to us, but it does take you away for a minute and let you know, like, you could be going through worse. It helps me a little bit. A little bit. Helps me to realize what fucking clowns we deal with. Like, at first, like in the beginning, when this shit started happening to me, like, I thought these people were like fucking just, well, they are heartless and shit, but I almost had a fucking, at one point of my targeting, I was thinking like some of these people had to be like fucking immortal or something, like, just the way they did shit, and they didn't care about the consequences, even when you fucking flared at her. Like, I thought I was dealing with some real fucking alien type of fucking, like, that you couldn't fucking kill. It'd be fucking, you flare up at these people, and they just fucking smile at you and shit, like you about ready to fucking punch the shit out of these motherfuckers. Some of them take a baseball bat to them and shit, and some of them, for me in the beginning, like, they fucking just look at you and fucking laugh and shit, and that makes you even madder. It's like, what the fuck, man? What the hell is up with these fucking people? Like, they don't, like, that's why That's why I look and see how they post the tow truck right there to give me a visual of the tow truck. That's the police sending the tow truck there. That's giving me a visual. But yeah, you think about that shit, man. And you just like, damn, this shit is crazy, man. He's gonna look here, he's looking over here. He's gonna act like he is going to the taco shop. That's where they send a lot of perps to as well, you guys. They go to that place right there and they get free food. It's usually after this time. They don't do it in the daytime. They do it when they're about to close. I guess it's their leftovers or whatever. But you know, they give their perps, certain perps and shit. They give free food to and shit. But yeah, man. That's why Cat Williams slapped. Cat, I'm kind of glad. I hate that he had to get in trouble for it, but you know. And it was at Target. I believe it was at a Target or Kmart or some shit like that. It was some fucking store. But the dude said something about his kids, and I know, you know, Cat Williams ain't gonna lie about. Nobody's gonna lie about some shit like that except a perp. And then, you know, that's just fucking. If you are gonna make up a lie, you're not, unless you're just like some fucking idiot. You're not gonna say some fucking store clerk that doesn't even know you said fuck, you know, something about your fucking kids and shit. Like, you know, you're just not. You'll make up something like you seen him stick something in their pocket or some shit like that, but you're not gonna, you know, say no shit about their kids and shit. So unless you're a perp. And whatever dude said to him about his kids, like, you know, he caught the shit in the stick that he did. Was one of those lottery tickets he didn't think was gonna get punched, or maybe he did know, like, if he did it, he could do it and sue him for a certain amount of money. But you know, most likely he didn't think he would get that lottery ticket punched and shit. Oh man, these goofies. Hey, United Legend, I'm not sure if I got you, I believe. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, they scroll it every time I get to where it was. They scroll it down, yo guys. So you guys gotta bear with me. The U.S. military. Okay. Just a side note, Ukraine. Okay, Harry, my condolences to what. I agree. I'm not sure. This is Dark Fleet, Russian military. They're too melee. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't know too much about their military shit, but I do know that, you know, Putin ain't, you know, Putin. If anything, um, what's this dude's name? Bernie, or not Bernie? I don't even. I don't know it. I don't even know his name like that. Fucking our president. mentally and strategically and shit, he better leave it up to the military, because he's not a president that has the fucking. Trump isn't either. Like, Trump doesn't have the fucking, you know. I don't think none of I don't think none of the presidents that ever existed in America, like maybe by like devious type of shit, like blowing up your own fucking people, or sending fucking natural disasters and shit. Like, you could do that type of shit. Our government is into that sneaky type of shit. But as far as strategic fucking, like, I don't think like Putin is a fucking person that wanted, because they came up two different ways and shit. Putin came up, he literally made ranks and shit, like, from the soldiers to fucking KGB to fucking whatever, all that other fucking, that espionage, fucking whatever else fucking bullshit, and made it to fucking president. And like, so he has fucking, like, he could fucking control his fucking military. Like, he could, there's there's no fucking way. And they do, they just have a whole different way about going. They have a whole different way. Like, they don't, and that's pretty much in any war and shit. Like, kids and all that shit. Like, all that shit is fucking, put away to the side until after war and shit. Like, that shit, like, in, the UN. The UN is telling him to stand down, and he's like, fuck that. And, fucking people are pulling out, like, fucking Visa, fucking MasterCard. America's not getting them oil no more and shit. So, strategically, fucking, if you know that one day you're already beefing with America, and you're going fucking hell bound with fucking America on the under, like, it's not being publicized too much. People in the know, like, people who pay attention that are in the know, they know that, America and Russia's had their fucking conflicts. So, I mean, if I was to fucking just take an educated guess, Putin has been stacking on all that shit. He's been stacking up on oil. He's been stacking up on fuel. He's been stacking up on all that shit. He knew they were gonna fucking stop. He knew they were gonna stop that shit. Like, there's, because he's not, and I see him, they're saying that the Russian army is gonna fucking get tired, and then they're gonna, this is gonna be one hell of a fucking, this is gonna be one hell of a war, man, and I think it's gonna pour into America. It's gonna come into America at some, if they don't stop this shit, shit is gonna start pouring into America. And all it has to do is be a button, man, because people might want to say it's delusional or whatever, but, I believe Putin has a lot of people in America. There's a lot of fucking sleepers out here in America. There's a lot of sleepers fucking everywhere, from all different countries. A lot of fucking sleepers and shit. And America is like, whatever country fucking we go to war with, or, they want to press the button on us and shit, they can tear us up from the inside and the outside. Because coming in and fucking already into, like, it'd be no getting away from it. It'll be no getting away from it. America is the worst. America is one of the worst. If a person is thinking strategically, You know, if a person is thinking years and if a president, a government, if a government is thinking years and years and years and years and years and years ahead, they'd be smart enough to insert a lot of their people into whatever countries they're having conflict with, whatever countries they sat back and analyzed and watched and seen who they fucking had conflict with. And America is good for that because you can sit back and analyze all types of fucking unnecessary conflict that America has started. So why not send some fucking sleepers in America? Because eventually they're gonna fucking try and start some shit with us. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but as long as we got our sleepers in there, when it does come, we ain't got shit to worry about. And that's just strategically thinking. And, you know, Putin is a strategic thinker. None of this is, you know, this is all fucking, whatever they call that shit. Allegedly or whatever. This is just my opinion. My opinion. I'm not saying any of this is fact. I'm not trying to put anybody in no fucking, what do they call it? No fear mongering or none of that shit. You know, just throwing out possibilities. Oh shit. Life as we know it, man, is changing right before our very eyes, slowly but surely. This war is gonna bring in new laws, and a lot of the new laws that this war, a lot of the new laws that this war brings in are gonna have nothing to do with this war. Fucking, you see the gay guy on the bike, big old construction-looking motherfucker. No offense to anybody, but you know they like to send the big sweaty the big sweaty homosexuals that look like construction workers. That was either sweater, cocoa butter. Uh-oh. We got some fake shit going on. Fake undercover. Well, real undercover doing some fake fucking bullshit. Oh, man. Life as we know it, man. Probably gang stalkers are getting blanked by their handlers. You know what? You know this thing, this program, you know, it's creating a lot of junkies and shit, like a lot of those neighborhood watch people and shit. They got their kids out here working with these fucking, you know, you getting all types of fucked up, well, I don't want to say fucked up, well, yeah, I guess it is fucked up if they're perps. You know, all types of fucking relationships are being fucking, you know, being put together, well, not orchestrated, like that, you know, bonds are being made So, you know, the neighborhood watch his daughter is falling in love with this fucking junkie. You know. You know, somewhere in the world. Somewhere in the world. Maybe not out here and shit. Like, you know, a lot of fucked up shit is because they have so many of these fucking weirdos and shit working with each other and shit. Like, you know, it's gonna be a lot of backlash, and I believe it's like it's agenda pushed. Like, I believe they want to create more junkies and, you know, create more criminals and shit. Or else why would you teach criminals these type of fucking, you're teaching criminals fucking spy tactics and shit. Like, you're teaching criminals how to blend in with the darkness, and you could be right in front of somebody and they won't notice you unless they're looking for you type shit. Like, you know, these people are gonna have fucking tools to use once this program ends. And that's what they need. They need more crime. They need more crime. So why not kill two birds? Well, kill a whole lot more than two birds with one stone. Because this program does a lot. Like, you're feeding fucking psychology wards. You're experimenting. You're getting experimental fucking value out of it. You're making people flip and kill people. And those organs are being fucking shipped out to China or wherever the fuck people want to buy organs at. You know, so, you know, and just a whole lot more organizations. Like, this fucking program is feeding a lot of people, putting a lot of kids through college. You know, private schools, and fucking paying a lot of decent fucking house notes and car notes, fucking Teslas, and, you know, these people are living real good off the pain and misery of targeted individuals, man. So, you know, once this program stops, you know, the government still wants to, you know, they want a piece of what they're losing. And by the time this program does stop, everything will be so in motion, you know. That neighborhood watches guy's daughter will have fucking mess with the fucking junkie, and now she's a junkie, and now she's done turned some of her friends into fucking junkies, and just a chain reaction all over the fucking, you know, planet of fucking new criminals being fucking born and created. Like, you know, it's gonna be a lot of backlash once this program does stop, and people have to find different means to get money and shit. A lot of these tactics are going to be implemented into their fucking criminal acts. And fuck. Don't let them be privy to owning any of the fucking, you know, or weapons. Sorry about this, guys. You fellas have a nice night. And remember, you don't have to harass people to have a good night. Motherfucker. Come here, Mark. No fighting, bro. No fighting, my brothers. Big no-no. Big no-no. Big no-no. people killed. And one of these days, someone's gonna have to stop them. Someone. Probably the game. Okay. Yeah, it's tough watching the news when they. Fuck. Yeah, it's tough watching the news when they pretend it's not happening here too. Yeah. Yeah, man. Really. Happening right here. Happening right here. Literally. Fucking. You know, it might not be bombs and all that shit, but domestic terrorism and psychological warfare is, you know, you're putting innocent people, you know, you're literally, fuck, man. When you think about the numbers, you're involving everybody, even the people who aren't involved. Like, you're involving people that you aren't even involved. You know, the innocent lady driving with her fucking car light that just burnt out and shit. Now she's in the fucking line of fire and shit. You know, she really has to make it home safe. Like, and she doesn't even know it. She could be, you know, she could be fucking rocking out to her fucking radio station, dancing like a motherfucker, bobbing her head, or, you know, doing the Watusi or whatever the fuck. Like, not even knowing, just in a whole different, in a happy state, like going to go get her fucking light fixed and shit. You know, just fucking happy, and some fucking body shoots her fucking head off. And she doesn't know, she, you know, and she's riding around fucking with a trigger now. Like, they fear the government is gonna be doing this to people. And, you know, they need to let people know, okay, well, this is what predictive policing consists of. Driving around with one headlight. So, if you're a person that isn't involved, make sure you get your headlights fixed because you will be in danger. Nope, they don't let the public know. They just fucking put the public in danger. You know, and lie. You know, excuse me, it's legitimate. Once somebody fucking does something to one of these people, instead of saying this is why they did it, because we fucking, you know, we've been harassing these people with this for a period of years, and they, you know, they got tired of it, and they fucking, you know, they couldn't take it no more, and they, you know, they did what they did. No, they had a mental illness. We'll go with that fucking story. We'll go with the story that, you know, we'll sweep it under the rug. We'll sweep it under the rug. And, you know, if we can't do that, we'll just bring up every fucking criminal thing that they've ever done. And that should fucking do it for the people. Then we can keep doing it. We can fucking keep doing it. We'll just say they were a monster. We'll say they had some type of bomb. Sorry about that, you guys. We'll call them a monster. We'll tell they had some type of bomb. Whatever we'll do, we'll make it sound good. And in the beginning, it does sound good. But when you hear that shit over and fucking over and fucking over and fucking over again, you know, it starts sounding like lies and shit. And us knowing what it is, then, you know, we know it's lies and shit, but if we were on the outside looking in, The average person would be like, why the fuck do they keep saying, is it just all of a sudden people having mental illnesses, like a streak of people having mental illnesses now? Why wasn't it ever like this? Why weren't people having mental illnesses like this a couple years ago, 4 years ago? They're gonna lie to us forever, ladies and gentlemen. They're gonna lie to us. They're gonna lie on us. But they'll never lie for us. Get a jaywalking ticket. Lose a good portion of your life in jail. Maybe not a very long time or no shit like that, but you know, you gotta do some fucking maybe a month or a couple months if you know, don't do whatever fucking they clean up type of fucking bullshit. You know, community cleanup. You know, you gotta go do your little bullshit couple weeks or whatever. But even a couple weeks is a good portion off your life that you can't get back for just jaywalking. Yet these people can kill people psychologically, you know, direct people into killing people with the warfare. And when the people do kill people or themselves, they can get away with that shit and just sweep it under the rug. Fucking the Hardy Boys and shit. Fucking police driving around in their cruisers with the fucking Hardy Boys fucking haircuts and fucking you know how they used to have their hair on like the West Side Stories, the little movies they used to the movie musicals and shit. Excuse me. The movie musicals they used to make you watch in school and shit. Where fucking people are dancing, singing, and pulling out switchblades and oh shit. That's the funniest shit ever. Oh, that's the funniest shit ever. Those fucking old school musicals are fucking insane. No, I didn't hear about that, D-Ray. But I could see them doing it. I could see them doing it. All loophole laws. All loophole laws. When they want to get you out the way. Sarah Connor. Sarah Connor laws. Where they locked her away in that place when she was telling everybody about the Terminator. We might not be telling everybody about the Terminator and shit. But we're telling people shit about the shit they don't want people to know about, so, you know. It's another reason why I don't want to, you know, because you don't own yourself. Once you get put on that mentally ill shit, like you don't, you know, you become a ward or something. Like it's like you're a child again. You're not responsible for yourself no more. You're like parole, probation, fucking ward of the fucking state type shit. And they can do anything they want with you. Hey, happy birthday, legend.